1929. Concatenation of array says given an integer array nums of length n, you want to create an array a and s of length 2n, where a and s index I equals nums index I, and a and s index I plus n equals nums index I for 0 less than or equal to I, which is also less than n. And it's also 0 index, just to be clear. And then specifically, ANS is a concatenation of two num arrays. Return the array ANS. For example, if the input of the nums array is 1, 2, 1, the output would be 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Just
Yes,
almost,
sir.
it's just like concatenating it to the end of it, from my understanding. So the explanation is that the array ANS is formed as follows. ANS equals num index 0, comma, num index 1, num index 2, num index 0, num index 1, and num index 2, and which equals that. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Same thing with example 2. The num's input is 1, 3, 2, 1. So then the output would be 1, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1. Seems fairly easy. That's why we wanted to do it in
Yep,
the
yep,
beginning.
yep.
So let's talk about our pseudocode.
Pseudocode?
How do you
All
want
right,
to tackle
bet.
this? How do you
Okay.
want to tackle this?
So we have to create an array of 2n, right? So I would say this, create an array of 2n, right? So here, for example, right? We have for index 0, index 1 equals 2 equals 3, index 4, index 5, right? I
Yeah.
think we're able to loop through nums, right? And say, all right, put an index 1, but add, wait a minute. 1, 2, but add, what's it? 1, 3, 4, 2, add 3, right? Add 3 and put it also here, right? The same number, but on the third one, right? So now we have 0 plus 3 equal 3. So now the index 3, you're also going to put the 1 there, right?
Mm.
Now you're on 1, you put 2, you go 1 plus 3 equal 4. You're going to put 2 here. And you go 2 plus 3 equal 5. You're going to put 1 there, but also 1 over here. Yeah, the only
I,
problem is figuring out this factor, the 3.
I don't
B,
think so. I think that
it
the
just
factor is
is
the
the
length.
half, no?
It's just the length of the original array. If the array is length 4,
That's
then
so
you add 4.
true. One, two, hey, bro, that's so true.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is 3. Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
that's interesting.
That this
I both.
I
I think
was
both could work.
yeah, I
Both
feel
could
like
work.
both could work for sure, for sure.
I'm interested in your approach because how would you how would you tell it to go to index 4 if
Okay,
there's nothing in there? Are you saying you're gonna have default
because
values
because we
of the
have a
array?
nums, we're gonna have another a temporary array, right? Where we're just gonna do where we're just gonna say, all right, go to this index and just equal it to whatever value we want. There you go. And we could do 0, right? Times
Um,
len nums times 2. Yeah?
yeah,
You still with me? Still with me?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
All right. So we just need a factor which will equal length nums, right? That's a factor. That's our number 3. That's this number right here, right?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes. For I in no in range, if I'm not mistaken, len nums, yeah, like this, right? and then it's gonna go boom, boom, boom. We equal nums position I, right? And then we're gonna go ands I plus factor will equal nums I. That should work. One to one, one to one.
Okay, okay.
Oh no, no, no. The output I got this. Or is it this one? This one, no?
Good, because yeah, that's that.
Oh, okay, okay. Hey, yes, sir.
1, 2, 2. All right, all right.
Okay, 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 okay. All right, let's see. Run it. Yes, sir. Yes,
There we go.
sir. We're in here. We're in here.
It ain't
We're in here.
over. It ain't
It ain't
over.
over. It ain't over. Submit. Cross your fingers. Cross your legs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in here. We in here. First year coming
First
in
problem.
clutch.
First
We're coming.
problem.
Yes, sir. So the answer, right? The answer has to go has to be 2 times the length of nums, right? Why? Because we're given
Huh?
nums, right? The purpose of this problem is to replicate nums in another array. For example, 1 to 1, we have 1 to 1 here and 1 to 1 here. 1 3 to 1, we got 1 3 2 1 here and 1 3 2 1. So that means that the length of answer has to be double, right? Because we're duplicating the values of nums, right? So that's what we do. We get here, what we do here, where we get the length of nums, right? In this case, it's 1, 2, 3. We multiply times 2, right? Which equals 6, right? Since in the output we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So now we have the double the size. And we set all the indices to 0. So now we have something like this, right? Where ants equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? For example, 1,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we get the factor. This factor is going to come in clutch, is going to come in handy, right? And this factor is basically the length of nums. In this case, factor will equal factor, oh, why am I caps? We equal 3. Why? Because we have 1 to 1. 1 to 1, 3. Simple, right? And now here's where we did a little trick, right? To save more, so we don't loop through the array multiple times, right? We just say, all right, go to the first index, right? And set it to the first number of nums, right? Which in this case is 1, right? So we go here and we go 1, right? And here over here, here's where the factor 1 comes in. The factor
Mm-hmm.
is just the length of nums, right? So we get I and we add 3. That means that we're going to go to ans 3, which is this one right here, right? When we go there, we're going to equal it to 1, right? You see, so we're doing a mirror effect. What we do to one side, we do to the other side, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So when
yeah.
we loop again, now I we equal 2, right? If I'm not mistaken, no. So yeah, it's going to equal 2, no, 1, right? So we're going to go
Mm-hmm.
to index 1, which is this one, and we're going to equal it to index 1 on the nums, which is 2, and we're going to replicate it over here too by going to the same position but on the other half, right? So 1
Yeah.
plus 3, which equals 4, which is this one. And the same thing we do the last one, which is 1, which is 2, and 5. Boom. So that's the entire thing. We're doing like a when we do to one side, we shift
It's
the index
together.
by a factor. We do the same exact same thing in the other one.
Yeah.
So that's good to go.